Alright, Jacob, it's good to see you, brother. I hope that everything is going well. I know that you had a little bit of trouble with the understanding today of the practice and revised sentences today during class because your sugar was low. So I'm going to go ahead and just go over this. This is something that you've done before, so I'm sure you're not going to have any trouble picking up on it, okay? Alright, bear with me as I go ahead and get everything squared away. Okay, so what you're looking at here, bud, is the worksheet from today that we worked on in class. We should have 3 separate areas to write. Okay, now go ahead and take a look. As you can see, we have separate areas. We have labels, practice, revised, and strategies right here. Okay, so what you're going to be doing in this homework assignment is you're going to be writing a practice sentence right here. You're going to be identifying the sentence labels right here, right above the practice sentence. So for like subject noun, you'd be writing the subject noun above the subject noun in the sentence. Then down here, we're going to go ahead and write in a revised sentence. That will be a revision of what you had previously worked on. And then the strategies that you used. Okay, and if you look up here toward the top, it tells you the labels that they're going to want you to use. Okay, so right about here, it says subject noun, verb, adjective, adverb, article adjective, preposition, and the object of the preposition. This is all stuff that we've gone over, so you should have no trouble going over that. In the second portion of that, you see down here, let's see if we can get this a little bit closer for you. It says the following revision strategies were used. Synonym, synonym, antonym, word change, added word, and then we have a bottom portion right here where it says deleted word or no change. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm going to write. I'm going to write the practice sentence. An old cat sat lazily on the steps. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write it, and then I'm going to show you what it's supposed to look like. Okay, hold on 1 second. Alright, so go ahead and take a look, bud. I went ahead and replaced this so we can go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and let it focus. I wrote, an old cat sat lazily on the steps. That practice sentence is exactly what you're going to have to write. Let me go ahead and write in the labels for you right now. You'll be able to see where we went ahead and wrote in the labels. Okay, go ahead and take a second to copy it down, and I'll go ahead and point it out for you. We have A for article adjective above an, adjective above old, subject noun above cat, verb above sat, adverb above lazily, P for preposition over on, A for article adjective over the, and object of the preposition over steps. Okay. Okay, go ahead and take a look what I did. In orange, I wrote the revised portion of this. So in the revised section right here, I wrote the young feline teetered precariously on the narrow ledge. I do apologize, I ran out of room. You know how big I write. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be identifying the strategies that we used to go ahead and list how we changed this sentence. If you look, an old cat sat lazily on the steps is the same sentence as the young feline teetered precariously on the narrow ledge. It just sounds a little better. Alrighty, let me go ahead and focus this for you. I'll go ahead and show you exactly what we did. I drew lines to identify the areas that we split up. Obviously, it gets a little messy if you write a little bit big like me, but it should be easy to follow for you, okay? So under the, we wrote WC for word change. That information is right up here under the revised sentence portion, number 2 in the directions. Since we changed the word, we wrote in the parentheses WC for word change. We did the same thing over here for old to young, except we wrote ANT because that's an antonym. Old is an antonym for young. They mean opposite of one another. For cat and feline, these mean the same thing, so we write SYN for synonym. Right here we did the same thing. Sat and teeter don't mean the same thing. They're not a synonym or an antonym, so it's a word change, WC. Here, where we wrote lazily, we chose the word precariously, which I know is a little bit larger of a word, but we went ahead and put it in WC as well. If you look where it gets a little bit messy, there's on, and then there's on again, right? Those are the same words, so we write NC in parentheses for no change. The same for the. The one thing that's a little bit different is we added the word narrow. So in parentheses, we put the word add. And then over here, where it says ledge, we wrote WC for word change. So it's basically the same sentence, but we change it a couple of ways so it sounds a little bit better. This is going to help improve our writing throughout the year and make everything that we do sound a little bit better. Your duty for tonight, my friend, is to work on this area, okay, and come up with your own 2 practice sentences, and then you're identifying the labels and the revisions along with the strategies. So first you want to do the practice sentence, then you want to do the labels, revise the practice sentence, and then do the strategies to go ahead and figure that out. Okay? That's all you're responsible for. And I just want to go ahead and say on a personal note, I do hope that you're feeling better. I know that you're having a little bit of trouble right now dealing with your sugar. In the meantime, I have absolutely no problem spending a little bit of additional time catching you up if you miss class time, if you have to check your blood sugar, whatever that is. And we can go ahead and do these online sessions if that helps too. And Ms. McManus, if there's anything else